Good morning, everybody. This is your girl, Bella J. It is Sunday Morning Chit Chat, and we are back together. What's good with you? Stay tuned. So, what have I been doing this week besides hitting the snooze button? Because that's what I did with my channel. I kept hitting snooze. Every day that I should have did a video, I hit snooze as if I didn't want to wake up. I don't know what that signified. YouTube was not priority. And I want you to understand this. I love my hobby. This is a hobby. This is my go-to. And I realized that I just kept hitting the snooze button. I just didn't want to be bothered. I was not thinking about anybody, but if someone left a comment, I answered it back. Did I watch some videos? Yes and no. It was not about YouTube. It was about Bella. It was about me. And it was about what I'm dealing with as far as personally, my job, different things that I was doing. This week was kind of an awakening, and on top of it, an epiphany moment on Friday. Whoa. So, number one, on Thursday, it was a rainy day here in New York. Strangers took me home because the Uber was acting up and I had to get that money back. The cancellation fee, because I watched him stay someplace else and I was already soaked. So people took me home. This lady took me home, and she will always forever be in my heart, and warm wishes and well thoughts and positive vibes and prayers go out to her for being such a giving person. I'm humble and I'm thankful because I offered her money in exchange for her taking me home. She was like, no, I just hope that someone can be just as caring and giving as I am, because this is what, she didn't want anything for it, and I was soaked. So then Thursday morning, before it started raining, I had an interview. And then Friday I had 2 interviews. So last week, not this past week, the week before, and to this week, I started getting calls on interviews. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's like 3 back to back. And I had to schedule it the week before. And I did so, and I confirmed everything this past week. And it was just crazy how they all came back to back. Considering that when I came back from Bermuda, I had got the message that I had an interview the next day that I came back. So I came back on a Sunday, and that Monday I had an interview. Then a few weeks later, I had another interview. And then I got called for 2 jobs, which was 1 interview for 2 positions. But I had the audacity to tell them, I reviewed the positions that I applied for, and I'm not interested in this one because it's too much work for too little money. So I really am not interested in that position. But this one I find very interesting, and I like it. Don't ask me how that happened, but you talk about confidence, self-worth, and knowing who I am and what I could bring to the table, what I can bring to the team. Yeah. It's not about audacity. It's confidence. It could be cockiness, but I call it confidence and knowing who I am. I have 21 years working for the city of New York. I don't play that. I didn't do it just for nothing. No. And the fact that I am a supervisor level 2, right now, non-supervisory, just a level 2 supervisor with no unit, I prefer to have a unit. I prefer that to be, that's the biggest challenge, to take on and supervise others, to teach others, to guide them, to help them understand change and bring them up to speed and help implement new policies and all that. I love stuff like that. I thrive on it. That's just me. So now I go on these interviews, Thursday and Friday. With Friday's interview, I got there 2 hours early for each one. Literally 2 hours early for each one. The one on Thursday, I was in the area an hour and a half early. So I was there early. Oh my gosh, I was just sitting down the block eating, whatever. And then Friday was 2 hours early for each one. But I get upstairs and I get called quick, but it was just hilarious. It shows, I was watching a video, when you want something bad enough, When you want to work hard towards something, you want to achieve your goals, you will get up early, an hour early. You will read that book. You will go out there and take whatever class is needed. You will go after what it is you want. When you want it that bad, you're going to work hard. There are a lot of people who love YouTube, so they do everything they can for a daily upload and on the grind to grow their channels. That's on them. I'm not here to make money. Actually, I sometimes wonder, what am I here for? But jamming with yarn, Shirley, I'm gonna post her Instagram below in her channel. She posted a picture today. She looked amazing and she shouted me out. And I was like, wow, thank you so much. She looked amazing. She looked at one of my makeup tutorials, which is a push and a nudge and an encouragement to upload some new tutorials. Maybe utilizing the Afrique by Juvia's Place. Oh my God, Juvia's Afrique palette. This palette is amazing. Look at that. Beautiful colors. Available at Ulta. And no, this is not sponsored. I'm just a cornball. So it shows that I am an influencer. I do influence. And Shirley made the penne based on it last year with the sofrito and everything. So I'm actually proud of myself. But yes, anything worth doing, you're going to wake up early. You're not going to worry about whether or not you got to go to sleep early. It doesn't matter. When you're on your grind, whatever it is, you're going to go after what you want. And I encourage those to go after what they want. Whether it's being on YouTube, whether it is having your own business, whether it's selling jewelry like Lorraine, like she made my earrings. I put them up. I mean, beautiful. I'm ready for another pair, Lorraine. I need another pair of earrings. Thank you very much. Kind of like redishes and golds. I'm not a gold person. How about red, greens, and golds for the holidays? I could do that. Red, green, and gold. So, and my P.O. box is listed above. It's either a P.O. box or an address, you know, but it's listed upstairs. That's my mailing address. So I would definitely love to hear some fan mail, and if a card or anything that I have, whatever. I like to read. I also like gifts. Fabric, please. Fabric, fabric, fabric. Oh my gosh. It's just, I am thankful. Wow, this week has been an epiphany and awakening to know that I am undervalued at my current place of employment. I am. You have to know your self-worth. You have to know the value of what you bring to the table. And I have been hesitant to go on Indeed.com because I am not accustomed to corporate. I've never done corporate. I gotta stop hitting that snooze button. Stop hitting the snooze and wake the heck up. That goes for everyone. So I'm talking the talk and let's start walking the walk. I have my jacket to work on, this smelly thing that I had at my job. I had it in the bag for too long. But the darts here for the breast, they have it. It's on here. It's right here, the darts. I got the yoke in the back marked off. I know my sleeves. I cut the sleeves off, but this is a good template. It fits me well. The only thing I don't like is that the seam allowance is not even a 1/4 inch. Is that a 1/4 inch? So I'm gonna do my seam allowances 1 inch all around. So 1 inch around for a seam allowance, because I have some fabric in there that I want to put inside this denim, which I have the cut up denim that I'm using. I will be using that to make my jacket. I have tomorrow off. Oh, before I forget, happy Veterans Day. Thank you so much for the men and women who have served this country to protect us, who have died, given their life, died for us, serving this country. Thank you. My heart goes out to all the families and everyone in the service, past, present, and the future. I salute you all. But yes, this is serious. Very, 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 very serious. I tell you, I'm tired of hitting that snooze button. I just forgot what I was talking about, but I'm not going to go back on it because right now, my brain is not here. I'm about to do my daughter's hair too. Her hair needs to be done. So she's got to wash it. And she has to condition it, dry it out, and then I will get to braiding it. So I'm also going to post a link above. Which one is the link that I want to post above? Motivational Hub, the channel. I want you to click onto that, choose any video, and use this as an affirmation, as a self-help, motivational, and encouragement, self-empowerment to stop hitting that snooze button. I know good and well I need to stop hitting that snooze button. I'm not lazy. I just hit the snooze button. I keep prolonging it. It's like playing peekaboo. I know you're there, but I'm not ready to step forward. I'm not when I'm ready. And that's just the way I've always been. It's not when people wanted to, it's when I'm ready to. That's the total difference between me and everybody else. And then just stepping out on my own, and it's kind of exciting. It's a lot. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on the 3 interviews and the epiphany that I'm undervalued. But I have some upcoming classes that I'm taking, so I'm going to include them. They're certificate trainings. I'm going to include them on my resume, so I have to update my resume. But the fact that I had 3 interviews was serious. 3 interviews this week alone. That's not including between September and October. I had 3 sets of interviews, and it was just, that speaks loudly that my resume is valuable, that I am valuable, that I am being sought after and given an opportunity just to interview. That makes me humble and grateful and so freaking yay. I am worthy. Go girl. Let me get off this so that I can continue. I have to unravel this. I have to take my seam ripper and clip this out and start doing the measurements. So I am working on that, and we'll be back later. And plus tomorrow I'm off, so we have plenty of time. With that being said, if you want to see me cut out the material to match this, comment below. Definitely do that, but you already know, even if you don't say it, I'm gonna show it. With that being said, kisses, hugs, and stop hitting that snooze button. Let's do this together, shall we? Later.